Well, these are on a cycle. We wanted to have like the first 5 slides before we started 6:02.
Real quick, did we test the video from the PowerPoint yet?
Yeah, just click the link and then you should be all set.
Yeah, this is just looping the first ones right now.
Yeah, and then you just need to request to join in.
Yeah, Ross, if we can test slide 10 real quick.
Matt, I'll send you.
Sorry, what is it saying, Yudasin?
One of these backgrounds now.
Okay.
You don't have it in your Zoom from previous speaking? Didn't you have
type
one
in all
from
of your
like breakfast
information
or something?
Man, you know, it's like I take my car to the shop. They ask me questions. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just drive this thing. I just hop on here. I'm not a techie.
See if I can get this to you quickly enough.
I have no clue. I don't. Man, I got a DVD VHS back there. You think I know? You think I know where to find previous Zoom things?
Yes.
Send this to you right now.
All right, I just submitted you. Okay, you're all set.
It all begins with a vision. A vision of lush and breathtaking forests.
Okay, I'm hanging up the call.
Was only rocky and brown.
That's pretty laggy, huh?
A vision of transforming the Negev and the Galilee, injecting a vitality that is transforming them into places people want to live. A vision for us to speak our values, leaving no one behind. A vision of quenching the thirst of Israel's population and allowing the agricultural economy to thrive. A vision that searches for solutions that will make a better
tomorrow. Or should we have him use the raw file?
A vision of a continuum, ensuring that we are raising tomorrow's leaders today. A vision that understands that a nation must know its past.
All right, let's go back to the
a stronger
first
future.
5 slides, music, and then we'll let everyone in.
Of our vision.
And, when we hit live on Facebook Live, does it automatically record the event as well?
It should. And by the way, my stream is active too, so it's live on our stream as well.
Great.
Yeah, on our Twitch channel. All right, I think we're all set.
Okay, we'll wait for Ross. There we go.
And Leonid, have the Simul open as well.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Matt Franzblau, and I'm proud to be the volunteer president of the Jewish National Fund's Young Leadership Division, JNF Future Broward Chapter. And one of the benefits about this virtual era has been our ability to create unique programs to a wider audience than ever before. And today we are joined by people from more than a dozen states and, of course, Israel, our beloved homeland. By now, we are painfully all familiar with Zoom. It's been our lives for the past 10 months. But let me share with you a little bit about today's format because some of it might be a little new. Now, the event is a Zoom meeting, so that means as members of the audience, you can see each other, but will be kept on mute. The chat is enabled, and questions and the trivia portion of the program you'll be able to interact with. We'll be sharing slides and a pre-recorded video, and you'll be able to hear from our headlining chess players live. Now, for those of you in the audience who made a donation to play chess, you'll need to go to lichess.org for your game board. Our MC will be commentating and showing us those games in the Zoom while he plays against and interviews today's guest of honor, Mr. Leonid Yudasin. Now, that's multitasking. Before we show you a short video on the great work Jewish National Fund USA is doing in Israel, I want to thank today's sponsors. So our silver level supporting sponsor is the South Miami Chess Club. Owner Diego Milla has grown this startup club by taking a multi-level approach to promoting the game of chess. Now, their chess community has players of all skill levels and abilities, from beginner to expert, where they participate in tournaments and then attend lectures, private lessons, and more. Their Feel the Power Chess Academy and Chess Kid Virtual School provides hands-on classes where students learn tactics and strategies in all phases of chess, opening, middle game, and end game. Our second silver level sponsor today is Mr. Mark Samuelian. He has served as commissioner of Miami Beach since 2017 and as a former partner at the professional services firm Accenture. He brings with him 3 decades of business and technology expertise to the City Commission. Now, he is the past president of Miami Beach United, an established citywide resident advocacy organization, and serves on the board of governors of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce. As a former national chess champion himself, he also actively supports Miami Beach Scholastic Chess as a coach and mentor. So thank you for your service to the community and for, of course, promoting today's event. And today's gold level lead sponsor is Crescent Garden. Miami-based husband and wife team Paula Dewar and Harry Chira implemented their skills in manufacturing and design, combined with their love for gardening, to create Crescent Garden. 20 successful years later, Crescent Garden is one of the premier container gardening providers and a pioneer in self-watering solutions. Both are members of JNF's Herzl Society, and we thank them for their involvement in the organization and as major donors to our campaign in support of Israel. Thank you both for your support tonight. And for those of you not familiar with Jewish National Fund, you're about to become more familiar. We are a non-denominational, apolitical 501c3 nonprofit organization fundraising to continue the development of the state of Israel across 7 action areas, which we'll hear about momentarily. Our donor partners and volunteer board members include people from all backgrounds and faiths. Our mission is to secure and strengthen the state of Israel by developing the southern communities of the Negev Desert and the northern communities of the Galilee, as well as to support the innovation being birthed there that are contributing to the global community. Without further ado, let's take a high-level look at the work we do before we begin tonight's chess battle.
It all begins with a vision of lush and breathtaking forests where once was only rocky and brown land. A vision of transforming the Negev and the Galilee, injecting a vitality that is transforming them into places people want to live. A vision for us to speak our values, leaving no one behind. A vision of quenching the thirst of Israel's population and allowing the agricultural economy to thrive. A vision that searches for solutions that will make a better tomorrow. A vision of a continuum, ensuring that we are raising tomorrow's leaders today. A vision that understands that a nation must know its past to create a stronger future. Be a part of our vision. Join us.
As you just heard in the video, JNF's work is very vast. So today we want to highlight just 3 of our initiatives throughout tonight's program. The first program is addressing the country's immediate needs. Now, as of last month, JNF has partnered with affiliate Macomb Pioneers for a COVID-19 hunger relief fund to support Israel during this time of great need. During the pandemic, there have been more than 501,000 cases of the coronavirus. More than 1 million people are unemployed as a result, and many families are going hungry in Israel. Now, our homeland, unfortunately, does not have a national service to help in this area. So Macomb has stepped up, and through their network of food banks and your support, we can make a big difference. Macomb is the largest national organization in Israel that brings together individuals and groups from more than 200 communities representing all sectors of Israeli society. I've seen it firsthand, and it is no doubt guaranteed to touch your heart. Together, individuals and groups, as we said, from 200 communities come together, and those include young educators, Ethiopians, artists, Mountain Jews, Druze, Haredi, and other religious and secular pluralistic communities. Really, all sectors of society in social startups that are enhancing Israeli society through local and regional innovative social initiatives. Now, if you want to be a part of the movement from right here at home and in the position to do so, we would love for you to make a donation to Jewish National Fund tonight in support of our overall mission and programs, like this one. So instructions on how to donate are on the screen. Pledges can be made and paid out over time. So give from your heart, and you can also pay later. Let us know in the chat if you'd like to learn more. And after today's event, we'll follow up with you for your feedback and update you on other upcoming programs. Join us as a philanthropic investor, and you can donate to our general fund so that it can be applied everywhere where it's needed most. That's what I do. To any of the programs we will share with you today, you'll be able to donate, or, of course, any of the action areas mentioned in the video. Okay, so on to the main event. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce National Master Evan Rabin, who started playing chess at the young age of Sheva, or that's 7 for those English speakers at home. As a member of the Churchill chess team, he later studied with world chess champion Grandmaster Leonid Yudasin. Now, Evan made master in 2010. He, before that, won the 2007 United States Amateur East and tied for first at the 2011 World Open U2200 section, then won first place at the 2015 Eastern Class Championship. He has scored wins against U.S. Open champion Grandmasters Alex Landerman, International Master Jay Bonin, and International Master Justin Sarkar. He has a wealth of chess knowledge and a great intuition, having played in, get this, 900 plus rated tournaments in 9 different countries. In the last few years, he's instructed at camps all over the country, coached some of the top schools in the nation, and that includes Dalton, and he even taught private students of all ages and levels. He's currently the CEO of Premier Chess, today's partner organization hosting the games. Evan, welcome to tonight's program. We're excited to have you.
Thank you so much, Matt, and really appreciate JNF for having us and all the amazing work that the JNF has done in Israel. Of course, every single year. I've actually had the privilege of knowing a lot of folks at the JNF, Mike and Jeffrey and everyone else here included. And it's my privilege and honor to be, helping raise money for the organization, but also do a nice community event for everyone. So my coach, actually, Grandmaster Leonid Yudasin, is actually a several-time Israeli champion as well. And when Mike asked me if I had any Israeli connections that might be able to do a Simul, where he's going to play up to 20 players at once. I couldn't think of anyone else to ask than Yudasin, who's been a good friend and mentor, but also a former Israeli champion. So without further ado, we're going to begin momentarily. I'm going to put the link again for the Simul in the chat. Those of you who are registered, if you haven't already, please do click that link to request to join. I myself am actually going to be playing as well as doing a little bit of commentary and asking Yudasin questions throughout the match. And I know, I believe JNF folk will be asking some trivia questions throughout as well. So basically, yeah, the way it works, momentarily, the Simul is going to begin. Yudasin will be going around making the moves. Lead Chess actually gives him the ability to just kind of auto transition between games. So yeah, you're gonna make your move. Wait, a couple minutes for him to make his rounds between the other boards. Yudasin's also set up to be white in every game. Everyone has 20 minutes per player, and Yudasin has an extra bonus 20 minutes. So yeah, if there are no questions, we'll get it started. So Mike and Jeffrey, how many people do we have should be in the Simul, do you know? Right now we have, including myself, 8.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, great. Yes, the players should definitely remain in the Zoom. Because everything is going to be pretty interactive. So Yudasin, you could actually click start.
Okay. Where I can start? I don't see any link for the start.
No. Click the Lead Chess link, and then click start.
Okay. Okay. The top one.
Yep, exactly.
Accept random candidates. Okay.
Yep, accept everyone, and then start.
Accept everyone. Okay. And start 1 second. The start. Accept random candidate. I say he asked me one more time. Him accept. Accept array. Accept everybody. He asked all accept. Now start. Finally. Okay. Good luck, my friends. How I make all boards technically? I make other boards.
There's a little green thing that says auto switch. So you're going to click on that, and then it'll automatically go from one board to the next.
1 second, I don't see now this switch. Chat room. Green one. Например, chess.
On the Lead Chess window, there's a thing that says auto switch.
1 second, auto switch. Lead Chess. Till now I don't see this. Lead Chess. Learn, watch, community, tools. Which one is the auto switch?
Leonid, share your screen on the bottom. Because you should be sharing it anyway so people could watch the Simul.
Yes, but a question about the...
Yeah, well first share your screen.
I must have to share my screen on Lead Chess or on...
No, on Zoom.
Simul. 1 second. 1 second on Zoom. I share my screen, okay. I share my screen.
Yeah.
What next step? I come into Lead Chess.
Well, first share your screen. We don't see it yet.
I'm try one more time. 1 second. I share screen. Host disabled participant screen sharing. I'm not the host. I'm the guest. It's host have to give me permission to share my screen. It's dependent of the host, technically.
Okay, you're a co-host now, so you should be able to.
Oh, now okay. And I share my screen, okay. But next step, where is the place?
So look at that red thing that says auto switch. Below the
How to
board?
switch? Yes.
Yep, click that.
Okay.
And now everyone sees.
Yes. Now it's work.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so now for everyone watching, it's going to switch boards and you'll be able to watch.
I doesn't come to me on export for some reason. How to switch, but he don't do.
No, just leave it on. Don't touch that button again.
Mm-hmm.
That way, every time you make a move, it's going to go to another board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's work.
Okay, so as everyone is playing, I'm also going to be giving Yudasin just a couple, interesting questions throughout. So, Yudasin, this will also be a way for us to get a little advantage. We're going to distract him a little bit, and we're going to ask him some good questions. Myself included. So, Yudasin, what inspired you to start, and when did you first learn to play chess?
I was 5-year-old, and my dad, live in peace, the world, was good player chess and checkers, and he teach me play chess. He was like one of the champions. 1 second. Nobody make moves. Okay, that's nice.
See, the only problem is this line Yudasin used to teach me, so I don't know what to do. What was your formal training like, Leonid?
What exactly means?
Who taught you? You were my coach. Who was your coach?
Oh, I have few coaches in my life. One of my coaches was international master Cherepkov. What I give him very big respect. 1 second. Give me make my blunder.
Yeah, this is a Caricon exchange variation, something we used to look at quite a bit together. And if anyone, by the way, has any questions about any of the games, whether it's yours or someone else's, feel free to put some questions in the chat, and I'm happy to try to answer things. Or not about the games, just like general chess questions. I'm happy to be of assistance as well. Tricky position. I assumed he couldn't take that pawn. It was bad. What was the best piece of advice ever given to you, Leonid?
Yes, nice question. Best advice, not to blunder too many pieces. Best advice was say Grandmaster Smyslov once. He said before tournament, most important to see double attack and pinning. Doesn't matter. Rest stuff is not so important. Most important not to blunder stuff. To see simple issues. All big philosophy is better after that.
Well, one thing I will say Yudasin actually taught me, which was important, was always drill into why you blunder. There were many times I would blunder in games. By the way, for those of you that don't know, blunder is a big mistake, right? So usually hanging, a piece or, more advanced level, making more of a positional blunder. But he really made me get into, psychology and always, understand what was actually going in my mind. And how I could avoid that, next time.
What's happened? What's happened investing for tomorrow? Chess live away.
Oh yeah, Master, they're just doing a presentation, but we're continuing.
No problem. I will enjoy to participate in presentation. Time is stop, time is going.
Exactly. Thank you, Master. We're just going to take a brief break here. Hello again, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the program thus far. Really premier chess at its finest. So I wanted to, during this break, throw a little JNF trivia your way. Did you know that JNF is building a new world Zionist village in Beersheba in Israel's Negev desert? Hard to believe, but It's taking place. The 21-acre village will include the second campus for JNF USA's Alexander Muss High School in Israel. That's a post-college internship program, adult education opportunities, and more are available. So fundraising for the village is taking place now with multiple giving opportunities at various levels available. So if you want to help out and you want to be a part of it, contact Jeffrey Greenberg or Mike Teichberg with JNF to learn more. They'll put their email addresses in the chat below. And speaking of the chat, I do hear that we have some fun trivia questions lined up for everyone. I just saw one come through earlier with my home state of New Jersey. Glad to see that. So we'll post more in the chat. And the first to answer correctly will win a surprise from JNF. Good luck, or behetzlacha, as they say in Israel.
Well, a fun fact I just put in there, Beersheba, it's actually fitting because they have more Grandmasters per capita than any other city in the world, with 1 to 20,000. And Yudasin used to be one of those. So, I'm actually going to take a little bit of a side note question, Yudasin. This is not on the list. But why are there so many Grandmasters in Beersheba?
Because it was he in life, but he's not very young. Eliago Levant, great organizer from Russia, from St. Petersburg, in the same town. I am in Russia, in the same town. I was living in Israel in the Beersheba, and he used his really great talent of organizing and make chess club. Was number of times was champion of Israel. I play on the first board of this team in European Cup. He was one of the winners of European team tournaments. And very big part of in this was.
Sorry, not to interrupt, but share your screen again.
1 second, I will try share my screen one more time. Okay, I'm sharing. Yes.
Not yet.
Not yet, and share.
Okay.
Okay, we come back to chess now. I see. 1 second.
So let's ask one question from the chat, Maestro, which is one thing. I mean, I know chess was invented in Persia, so a long time ago. But do you have any idea, Maestro, of what the oldest recorded game is of chess?
First of all, you have to ask what's the rule of chess. And because each, I was working on the issue of different way in chess, and I was enjoy book named thousands variation of chess. It's not variation of the moves. It's variation of the different possible rule of the chess. And it's more than 1,000. Was the huge volume make the best English historian. 1 second. I try to figure out my little position now. It's not so obvious. It's not so obvious. Okay, try this.
So I have a crazy position with Yudasin that I don't really know what's going on. I'm down a pawn and I'm trying to get complications.
Okay.
That's what Yudasin told me. When you have a worse position, you need to go for complications. Right? When you have a better position, you need to keep things nice and easy.
Make a little joke.
I don't think it's just a joke. Hopefully I don't open up a can of worms, but I'm going to read one of the questions in the chat, which is, Gary Kasparov, the chess player from the Soviet Union, tried running for president in Russia. Do you have any political ambitions?
I have big respect for Gary, like chess player, he real genius, but much less my respect to him like politician.
Good political
yes. He's sometimes is too smart for that. He has too many plans. Politics, more premature area of the life. His combination is too long, and also sometimes he's very emotional man. Gary. Mm-hmm.
What are your favorite places to play chess?
My screen now. Just for lazy people.
Well,
you see, that's so comfortable. Yes.
Where's your favorite
place? Not
favorite place?
It's different life.
Well, when it's not COVID, where do you like to play?
In general, I don't have special privilege for that. I have number of places I was enjoy play chess in my life. I cannot say one final for that. I'm serious. I don't have special one.
I guess it also honestly more depends on tournament conditions.
Yes. We've been nice place, comfortable conversation. There's a lot of issues. Chess is not only chess.
Yes. By the way, everyone, do make sure you check the chat for all the trivia questions, as I believe there might be some prizes as well.
This guy play very well.
And I saw someone asked in the lead chess how to resign. And you just need, there's a flag button. You're going to have to click it, and then you're going to have to confirm. Not quite in a resignable position, but I think I am.
No, not resignable. Not the best, but not resignable. Not need exaggeration.
Do you have a favorite chess piece to use?
Yes, extra. My favorite chess piece is extra piece.
So do I try to go into a rook and pawn endgame, or do I keep knight versus bishop?
I love endgame. What I really love, because endgame you can be sick, you can be problem with mind, but still Grandmaster know where to put pieces.
Basically, he's telling me I'm in big trouble.
I was number of cases. I was sick in tournament. My idea was fast possible to be exchange. Queens. That makes sense.
Maestro, sit up a little bit more so we can see you on the screen a little bit more.
Okay, I will try.
Perfect. Thumbnail. What do you like to do to relax when you're not studying chess or playing chess?
I don't like relaxation because chess for me is relaxation. I like to study different stuff, and if I last time I don't play so much for the big tournaments. I'm 61, even sometime try.
Who is your chess mortal nemesis? Who is your biggest competitor?
Myself, you know this. Biggest, more difficult comparative for chess players.
Well,
chess players self.
Say, for those of you that don't know, I don't think it was said in his introduction. He was actually a world championship candidate. So he played Kramnik in the candidates in what, 96, Maestro?
Yes.
So yeah, for those of you that don't know, Vladimir Kramnik is a former world champion. The candidates is actually a tournament series that lets you qualify to get into the world championship. So I guess one might say is Kramnik. What are your favorite chess and non-chess books?
9 chess book, you know, it's Bible. Chess books, maybe Kasper, my great predators. I like this book very much. It's a very high level, the professional work.
And by the way, I'll kind of somewhat publicly announce it here. Yudasin and I are actually in the beginning stages of writing a book with each other about chess and psychology. So that will be our favorite book.
Hope so. No, of course, normal answer will be my favorite chess book is my own books, but I'm not sure it's completely true.
How often do you study chess, and what part of the game do you study most of all?
Last time I don't study much enough. I can say this, but basically, I like study end games. I think it's most important part.
What are the key bad behaviors you think keep class players stuck at their level?
Number one is talent. More premature answer. Number one is talent. Number two is love. If you love chess, you have chance. Chess require love. Okay, come interesting chess.
What are your thoughts about Queen's Gambit?
It's not Gambit. Queen's Gambit is not Gambit.
The film series, Maestro. I guess he hasn't seen it.
It's just strategical play.
If you want my thoughts, everyone, here they are. That's the link to my extended blog post about it.
Okay.
Surviving this. Matt, if you would like to do your commercial, that would be great.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Evan, for the interlude. And of course, Grandmaster, for your time and talent this evening. So,
Waiting continues.
there you go. There you go. So I'm back, taking a little breather here. Another commercial to share with you all. Now, I'm going to ask everybody a question here that I, of course, know the answer to. Do you like food? Yes, of course, we all do, right? It's like saying, do you like oxygen? Well, if you're like me, the answer, of course, is a resounding yes. Love food. So you're going to be interested as much as I am to hear about this exciting news. JNF is building a culinary institute in Kiryat Shmona in Israel's north. The Galilee Culinary Institute by the Jewish National Fund will be a one-of-a-kind culinary institution that combines restaurant and culinary expertise, tourism, and entrepreneurship. Now, based in the heart of Israel's Galilee, a mountainous region and microclimate where fertile lands, mountains, and rivers create an unparalleled location for a thriving agricultural region. GCI is a total immersion culinary institution. Now, this sounds amazing, and it will be, but fundraising for the Culinary Institute is taking place now with multiple giving opportunities at various levels available. So you have a chance to help it make it even more amazing. Please contact Jeffrey or Mike with JNF in the chat to learn more, and you'll be able to contribute to this amazing program and put your imprint in this recipe for success in Northern Israel. Well, enjoy the rest of the program and good luck with those trivia questions. We'll talk to you later on in the evening.
Hey, Maestro, could you do your chat again? I mean,
screen, yes. Yes. I share my screen. What? Waiting next.
So by the way, everyone,
next
there's
game.
3 games still going. 1 game against Core Date 26. My game and Godliness. And Maestro won the other 4. to survive here. But I don't think I can.
Yes. I think you have chance.
Now, does she actually mean that or not? I don't know.
That's real chess.
So next question.
Yes.
Actually, there was one in the chat. Let me go find that. Yeah, what is your most memorable loss and win? Two parts.
Beautiful question. Loss. Probably my first game and match against Kramnik. I was try, almost done. And with clearly better position, he made beautiful combination, sacrifice queen, and beat me. That probably was most memorable loss.
And how about win?
Win. Very good question. Maybe a beautiful game. I beat Firov in the final and to be qualified second time to champion. But I was just on the open and give it him pawn, just for some kind of like initiative, say. Like initiative. And pressure was good enough to make one of the greatest player, basically, Alex Sherov, make him in difficult defense. 1 second. Opponent tried to kill me physically. Go and try. Go and try defense.
Well, he pushes his pawns too quickly. All right, I joined the loser department. Good game, my maestro. So yeah, there's currently 2 games still in progress.
Okay.
Actually, 1 game in progress.
Good game.
So
My opponent sacrificed me piece play very, very good. Well, this is his game in process. I like it. He played all game. He's a real good player.
I will say the timing of the Simul was actually pretty good. So yeah, here Maestra is up at night. But things are a little bit confusing.
I have some advantage, but it's not so clear like was before.
Right. But unfortunately, Yudasin unfortunately has too much time as well. So let's distract him a little bit more. We need to catch up. What is your thought process which you go through before making a move?
What time control you ask me? It's a very different
Classical
answer.
time control.
Normally, I try figure out first what problem in my position. Not what I can do, what I cannot do. That's my question number one. What opponent disturbing me, what his chances, what my troubles. And if I don't see good troubles, now I'm looking forwards. Normal way, I start from the, oi, that wasn't good move.
Uh-oh. That's a double attack, attacking both rooks.
Yes.
So Yudasin fittingly won all 7 games of the Simul.
I'm not sure I have to do it. If you was very complicated game, you sacrificed me pawn. I analyzed a long time ago, but I think you mostly was busy to the
Click
talk.
that button, back to JNF Fundraiser. Simul.
Yes.
7 wins. We couldn't stab him at all. Yes, Jeff or Mike, you want to take it from here? Or?
But this game, what court at 26, he was playing very, very strong. All game. And make not necessary combination on the end, sacrifice me piece. He was all game at least not worse.
Thank you, Evan and Leonid, for an entertaining and insightful evening. My mind is going back and forth here, trying to imagine how you're multitasking and doing all this. It's
trying. It was difficult.
From chess to back to philosophy, and basically, I'm myself supporter of Israel. We have at home from more than 15 years descent, closing the different places in Israel. We have people know us, bring the stuff, we separate different sizes, contact with families, with different gmach. This gmach is Gemilut Chasadim, charity organizations. And what you're doing is very close to myself and my wife. So I even cannot now number maybe 10 different places now in Israel, from Beersheba, Bnei Brak, Yerushalayim, Shamron, etc., etc. That means we are on the same team. And good luck. Thank you very much for your invitation.
So,
and
Maestro,
luck in your job, guys.
Before JNF wraps up, 2 quick questions.
How much you want?
I know a little bit myself. I know there's a lot of great, grandmasters like Boris Alterman and others, he played with in the Olympiad. I actually, by the way, won a tournament in Jerusalem 2 years ago myself. Could you tell us a little bit about the chess scene in Israel currently?
Oh, chess is say mini Soviet Union chess, because long time majority of best Israeli player was former immigrant from different part of Soviet Union, and Israel was have own chess tradition, and not so bad, Cherniak, etc. But it wasn't world level in general. Now in Israel have Gelfand was make it draw in final match and lost only in speed chess against Anand, and number of very high level players. And one of the issues was government support until Tommy Lapid going to be president of Chess Federation, father of this Lapid. Federation was support participation in the international tournament for the best player in Israel, and was very serious. After Tommy, a good speaker, but not such a good, was president of Federation. Federation was have debt like $500,000 shekel, and support stopped. And one of the very big point, Israel is small place. Finally, you can come by bus, by car in the tournaments. And if you have 20 grandmasters, real grandmasters, and the very short place, and then cooking in same boil, and sometimes even on second Liga, even sometimes in third Liga, you can find really strong players, strong talented young player. Generally, atmosphere of the chess, respect to the chess in Israel was very high, and together with the support of government support and supportive in private sponsor, it's make if you big interest, kids enjoy to play chess tournaments, and you see your face in the newspaper if you beat some other small kid. Is pushing on, and also say come a little deeper. Finally, what general advantage of Jewish people from the history? I know two. First, we have experience to be beaten. We have experience to be in troubles. Unfortunately, in old history, we have to stay with that. Even though stay with that in many cases. That means chess needs strong character. Be a good fighter. Yes, one point. Second point, of course, interesting Jewish traditional interest to the mental study. You in all villages around the world where Jewish people will live, you will have copy of Talmud, copy of the different book, and more educated people in many cases was like the best for your daughter, best potential, and a lot of people don't looking for the physically rich, but mentally rich, spiritually rich. Of course, chess have some small procents from that. Because interest to mental work, to abstract analyzing. For example, I spoke with a number of people. It was like Hevrusa, that means two people study together. It's very typical way in the yeshivas and different Jewish places. It's very similar to chess game. In many cases, both push your own idea, look all tricks to explain your idea, your view, your analyzing is correct, and second have to fight against you, prove his own idea. Only difference in chess you beat or winning, and in the Torah and Leonid finally winning both. But in practice, it's very similar to chess. That means this mental competition, mental fight, mental interest coming together with strong character, because unfortunately other long and not so enjoyable sometimes history. I see this like general, and what I tell you about the small place and government support and respect to the chess was give a lot to prove. It is.
Thank you for putting that in context there, Grandmaster. Quite amazing to make those parallels and talk about Judaism and how we as a people have fought, and how that translates to a chessboard, and really inspiring for you to be here with us tonight. And we thank you for your support, of course, of Israel, and Evan, of course, for your expertise and helping out this evening. Really, truly an honor to be with you both. And let's hope sometime soon we can be all around a chessboard in person in the near future when this pandemic is behind us.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. And Leonid, one quick question.
How much?
Before we wrap this up. What advice do you give players trying to improve?
Love. Only one. If you love something, if you enjoy something, you find way. If you're cold mind, little interested, you can come to the level your goal. Chess player have to be crazy. Why have to play? Why have to win? Big deal. It's not the real people you play. It's not you're not built some big building. You build some idea. Finish in moment your game is finished, right? You have to build mental idea, mental plan, mental practice. Have to be a little bit crazy. To be crazy, you need to love something. Like normally, Evans, soon you will be married. You must be crazy if you like to do it, right? Crazy love your wife, your future wife. The same story in chess. Must be a little bit crazy and love something you belong to.
Well, there you go. Laughter is always a really great way to deal with life and to get through life. And of course, laughter and love. And we're all here tonight because we either love chess, we love Israel, or both. So we thank you both for being here. And we thank everybody for being here tonight. We also want to thank our sponsors tonight, Diego and the South Miami Chess Club, Commissioner Samuelian, Paula and Harry Crescent, Paula and Harry and Crescent Garden for sponsoring. We don't want to leave out the JNF support staff, of course, who works hard behind the scenes, Leslie, Allie, and John. Big thanks to our professional staff from Roni Rab, Jeffrey Greenberg, and Mike Tichberg for putting together today's event. We hope you get involved in our beloved organization, and we look forward to seeing you at a future JNF event. Speaking of which, our next virtual event, of course, because in-person events, not quite ready for that yet, but our next virtual event hosted by South Florida is a national one, virtual event for members of the real estate industry, residential or commercial, architecture, construction, development, real estate law, and related